Morning, guys. It is Thursday, March 7th, and we have numbers of 7 and 22. Okay, that is awakenings and peace. Good numbers. And the moon is in Aries, so Aries is about leadership, authority, change. Okay, Aries are bold, they're courageous, and they're very decisive. They can perform under pressure. Let's see. What is in the cards for you today? Oh, wow. My camera's a little off. Half the picture is my crystal there. All right, let's see what's going on. Somebody's been frustrated. Seven of Pentacles is waiting for your, waiting for whatever you're doing to bear fruit. It's frustration, and it's signaling that you need to have patience, okay? All in divine timing. If something's not happening fast enough for you, well, then you need to develop patience, because it will come when it is ready and not before. Then we have the Four of Wands, but it's reversed. Yeah, so there's some irritation that you're not manifesting something just yet, and this is about money. It might be a little frustrating that you can't get everything that you need for your home at the moment. Like, you could have recently just moved in somewhere, or you could have moved out somewhere, or you could have moved back home. And you're like, ugh, I need to get this, I need to get this, I need to get this. And you're not really sure, what am I doing in this new place? I don't have everything that I need. Or somebody could have moved out of your house and you're frustrated because now you have to pick up their share when they used to take care of it. Or somebody could be waiting for a marriage proposal and it's just not happening. So there's a reflection period. Do I really want to marry this person? You could be hesitant on marrying somebody who asked you, and you could say, I need to think about it. 2 4s we have already. Okay, 4 of Swords is about reflection. This is about having to get away and have me time. This could be soul searching. Or you could have asked somebody to marry you after you thought about it for a while. You realize that this is a person you want to marry. And then what happens is judgment. Things are made really, really clear. You get your karma. And in this case, this message is for somebody in particular, a particular group of people. This is like you ask somebody to marry you, and your karma was them saying no. It looks like they might have left you. Judgment is a wake-up call. You probably asked this person to marry you for the wrong reasons, okay? Not only do we have the Judgment card, which is karma and a wake-up call, we also have, the 2 red wings. When I see the 2 red wing angels, that to me is not that it's a bad sign. It's kind of like the feeling of impending doom. Okay, this is you're getting what you deserve. Okay, the Lovers is about having more than one choice and making the correct choice if you're coming from a place of integrity. Okay. Lovers is about attraction, so there could be You could have attracted other lovers. You could have been sneaky about it, or they could have known about it and they're just kind of waiting things out. And when they decide to leave you, which is what I feel happened here, because we also have the Five of Pentacles, which is leaving someone out in the cold. There's a definite disconnection here. Somebody cheated. Somebody cheated during the relationship, and they thought in order to save it, they would propose marriage, but it was their wake-up call. They said, no, I won't marry you. So now you're left frustrated and angry. Okay, I've been gone for like half an hour now. Sorry. I do run a store, so I'm not always sitting right here every second. Okay, so basically, you asked somebody to marry you because you were worried about something. You thought about it. You gave them the offer, and then you got slapped with the cold hard truth. They don't want to marry you. And they left you, as a matter of fact. It's almost as if they knew that you were just trying to trap them, and they probably didn't want to be trapped for the next 20 years. Okay, so there's a huge disconnection there. You thought you always had them, and they decided that they were over it. Sorry. Kind of sucks, but yeah, so they're not talking to you at all anymore. It's like they left you out in the cold. Five of Pentacles. It could be causing an extreme amount of anxiety. Ooh. Anxiety and frustration. What do you do now? It's like it all came to a head. It happened so quickly. You got the World card, okay? And this is culmination. This is everything coming together at one time. So it could have been that you asked them to marry you. They've already thought about it, that they didn't want to marry you. So when you asked, they said no. And mostly it's because you're asking them for the wrong reason, or there was some cheating that was going on, and now they decided to sever the connection for good. Yeah, this is karma. Somebody had made the wrong choice previously, and that's the reason why this person didn't want to marry you. Okay, and it's like it came to a head. They could have caught you. Or there could have been a situation where you blurted it out, marry me, or I want to marry you. And it weighed on their minds. And they realized that no, this is not what they want. They don't want to live the next 20 years of their life wondering if you're stepping out on them. We don't have any cups here. So this may have been attachment only. Let's see. King of Pentacles came flying out reversed with the Knight of Cups. Yeah, King of Pentacles reversed to me is like somebody who's not really grounded. They're not stable. They're not secure. They really don't have too much to offer except for love. This is, I ain't got no money, but I love you. It's also, when a Pentacles is reversed, it's like the person is not grounded. So their offer of love with the Knight of Cups is not reliable and not stable, and that's probably the reason why they decided to opt out. No, I won't marry you, or no, I won't commit to you because you're not stable. Yeah. Lack of stability in emotions, lack of stability in finances. And then we've got 2 more pentacles here. We've got a 5 and a 7, so that's frustration, which could come out in an aggressive way as anger. And then we have anxieties, which could come out as projection. Both of these can come out as projection. This person is emotionally unstable, okay? The one who asked you to marry them. They keep telling you I love you, but they're just not stable. And you may have turned them down because you felt like they're going to bring you down. Maybe when you said no, they struck out in anger. They're angry that you said no. They're angry that you refuse to let them own you. Because it doesn't look like he has anything to give. They can tell you that they love you, but they look like they don't bring too much to the table, and that's kind of part of the reason why they're grasping onto you so hard. Use your intuition. Okay, High Priestess. You're very discerning. You use your instincts and your intuition. You realize that this was not the offer you should accept. Yeah, I knew that was going to come out. I was just going to say it. Drawing cards everywhere. I was just going to say this is probably a karmic lesson for you, and there it is, karmic lesson. Okay, hold on. Okay, these fell like this. So this is reversed. Yeah. Oh, what is this? Okay, so that is reversed. Okay, so basically, you were a karmic lesson for them. Okay, it was like they used you, and then they tried to lock you in. And you were smart enough to have already known that this person is not stable. Not that the offer wasn't genuine, but it wasn't a good offer. You don't want to be locked into somebody that's unstable. Once they got you, they're not going to do anything to change that. So you're a karmic lesson for them. Hope they learn it. Hope so that maybe their next relationship will be successful. But if not, you become baggage and they move on to the next person and encounter the same issue. But for you, you've closed the door. Big time. Closing the door, walking away. This person is gone. You don't want them in your life anymore. You want to move on to not necessarily greener pastures, but higher pastures. Yeah. This relationship is done. The offer of marriage or relationship was too little, too late, and they see right through you. It was they're trying to fool you. They were fooling you. Then you have the King of Wands. They could just be really horny. King of Wands is about someone who's very sexy, sexual, dynamic and enthusiastic and brilliant in their energy. Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. So now that you're gone, he can't use you for sex anymore. So he's probably out and about looking for sex. Or, not or. Ace of Swords. Somebody's manifesting here, okay? Not only are you using your intuition, you close the door on the Wheel of Fortune, which means luck is coming your way. There's some new knowledge here. Okay. Ace of Swords is about truth and clarity in communication. Okay, it's also a new way of thinking, and it's recognition. This could be some new information that you come across. Or this whole situation in which you lost the person you purported to love. They're now gone. You've now learned your lesson. And now you're beginning to think differently. You're still horny though. And I don't see any love here. There was no love. You didn't ask this person to marry you because you love them. You asked them to marry you because you were attached to them or you needed something from them. Maybe it was sex. Not sure. But you got a chunk of cards that came out here, 4 of them. And usually I call it like my card stellium. When there's 3 or 4 cards that come out reverse, that's psychic download. So somebody is having an awakening. It's the person who asked for hand in marriage. They're getting downloads because they're thinking differently. Okay, so what I do with the downloads is what happens with the downloads is you get downloads for about 2 or 3 days. It's an awakening of sorts. You're getting information. I'm not sure if you'll be able to use it, but maybe this new way of thinking is what allowed you to get this downloads. And in about 2 or 3 days, when the download is integrated and you could probably access the information, what's going to happen is you're going to move forward. You are changing your ways because you were let down, but you also know that it wasn't right. You acknowledge and you recognize that you were really just horny and you wanted to stay attached to this person. You thought you'd take care of the problem of the issues by proposing marriage, but that is not the reason to get married. There isn't any real love here. You guys don't really love each other. You guys are just attached, but she severed that attachment. The feminine energy, excuse me. I feel like it's a male. I don't feel like it's a female that asked somebody to marry them. I feel like it's a male. And in the twin flames relationship, this would be divine male. So now you know better. You're also still looking at them, wondering what could have been had you just pulled your head out of your ass. Page of Swords, protect your information. Oh, and 2, since you are single now, she didn't want to marry you, and you're all horny and all that, you're looking to communicate, probably online, is what I'm thinking. Page of Swords is protect your information, so watch out for hackers while you're browsing all those little dating sites and sex sites. You could be spying on your old lady too. The next relationship you have, it's going to be an equal give and take. You have friends helping you out because you have the 6 of Pentacles and you also have the 10 of Pentacles. You know why? Because you're finally doing the right thing. This person has cut you loose and now you're regrouping, trying to figure out what your options are and putting some feelers out for the options while still looking at them, wishing or thinking about what could have been. But you're not staying stuck in that energy. You're actually moving forward with new knowledge and you're beginning to create because you've confronted yourself and you realize these things about yourself. And now You've got all kinds of friends happening, all kinds of friends helping you. In fact, there's a lot of magic in the air. You've got the Ace of Swords and the Magician. So it could have been that cutting this person loose could have been the best thing you could have ever done. When I looked at the time, it was 2020. That's being very clear, finally having things completely clear. You may have come across the law of attraction while you're browsing online, and you may have decided to give it a try because frankly you got nothing else to do but be on Tinder and shit, so you might as well learn something. Page of Swords, information, spying. Ace of Swords, truth and clarity in the information. Communication. Magician. Yeah, you're watching what's going on with the one that got away, and you're seeing that person prosper. And you kind of have this what would I call it? I think I already mentioned it earlier about, you know, the one that got away, not necessarily wishing, but admiring that, wow, she didn't take none of my shit. Now she's gone. I love her. And you're appreciating that she did that because it wouldn't have been good for you either. You're now realizing that. That could be what the new factor is. And that is what is moving you into magician status. Now you're determined to begin again. You're not really thinking about love. We have no cups here, ladies and gentlemen, except for previously, and she said no. The only thing we have here are coins. So basically it kind of feels like you're getting to work. We've got the Ten of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles. So this is like things coming back to you, being divinely protected so long as you do the right thing. And the right thing is, don't get into another relationship right now. Work on yourself. Work on how you think. Okay, create something new. Create a new way to be. Because you are the King of Wands. This is shit you got to address. You got to address this issue, and you are. And you're actually, this is awakening. So you've got something coming back from the past. This could be like while you're sitting there on Tinder, being all horny for whoever. Or actually, you know what? I'm lying. Page of Swords and King of Wands. You wish you could make love to her one more time, but that's not how it is. This is oh shit, oh well. Making peace with the fact that they're not coming back and you are both better for it. You learned your lesson. Wow. Somebody's become enlightened because of this relationship. They've learned their lesson. What a beautiful thing to see. And because of it, you're going to be protected. Whatever you do, as long as you work on yourself, you're going to have what you need exactly when you need it. Ten of Pentacles is about abundance, okay? It's about having enough money, having enough nurturing support from friends and family to get you through. And realizing the truth of the situation. So somebody here is definitely facing their reality. Okay, and it's bringing them their abundance. They're finally doing the right thing. And now they're starting new, starting fresh with a new way of thinking, a new way of being. They're becoming a magician. They're manifesting everything they need. And they might be getting a job back, some money, some repayment. Usually I say like friends or a boss, or something that like maybe you lent a friend some money and they finally come through. But there's a balancing of the scales here in terms of finance, energy. Somebody that you helped out before is now helping you out. Okay, I forgot where I was again. Yeah, suddenly out of the blue, you could have some money coming back to you or some energy coming back to you in the form of time, money, attention, love. This could be an old boss calling you. This could be the money maker in your family. This could be your dad or your mom calling you up saying, hey, do you need a deposit for a new apartment? Or are you looking for somewhere else to live? I can help you out with that. What was I just going to say? They were just trying to tell me something. This is payback. This is payback and protection so long as you stay in this new way of thinking and don't revert to your old habits. I'm going to pull another card and then we'll tie it up with the Hawaiian Healing Intentions Oracle deck. I said one card. They're so mean to me. They know I want to go eat lunch. Okay, so when the door was closed on that last relationship, you had a difficult time balancing body, mind, and soul, but you managed to do it, okay? Because this is about being at a crossroads. There's a major imbalance here. It's either mentally, physically, or spiritually. But you've learned your lesson and you've actually started looking at things in a different way. That's why the Wheel of Fortune turned. You're going to run into some luck here. It looks like you're doing really well. You've really learned your lesson here. You're going to come across some kind of information that is lucky for you. It's going to put your mind at rest, and then that way you can begin working at work and on yourself. You've let her go because you want her to be happy. Here's another chunk that came out reversed. So you are just getting the downloads, aren't you? Hermit, Strength, Hangman, and the Sun. Wow. Like I said before, 2 to 3 days, and then what happens is you start, the Sun, you start focusing on your career, okay? Things start growing for you because you're growing up, whereas before you were immature. You're immature in how you thought about and treated love. Your immaturity caused you issues. You learned your lesson. Now you're focusing on yourself. There it is. Perspective shift. Hangman. Yes, very good. You've learned to look at things a different way and you're beginning to create a new life for yourself. You figured out that you still have this fondness and love for your ex. You kind of admire her for standing up for herself and walking away from you because you weren't right. You admit it. You know that now. You're working on it and you hope that the next one will be great. But right now, it's all about me. Okay, Hermit card. A lot of time in isolation. Not only do you have the Hermit card, but you got the Four of Swords. Time alone. Me time. Working on myself. Getting things worked out in your head. Peace, quiet, and tranquility. Hermit is also about self-mastery and purging. So somebody here is getting a grip on themselves after a huge awakening and breakup. The one that got away. You're going to have to be brave and face the future alone right now because you have to take care of you. Okay? One oracle card, please. March 7. Okay, that's way too much. This one came out first, so we'll leave that. Let's see if there's any more that want to come out. Because there's been like 3 or 4 coming out lately, so I'm finding myself reading to you guys a lot. And bam, there it is. Okay, this confirms the reading. Ho'ola, rapid recovery. Okay, being in harmony with awakenings. My intention is to heal quickly by releasing resistance and accepting what is. Didn't I say that? You've accepted your reality. Very nice. And by allowing all of my life force to come present for my rapid recovery. When life challenges you, it's natural to resist. However, in the resistance, you waste great energy that could be used for recovery. By accepting and embracing what is, which is what you're doing here, you give yourself the gift of allowing all of your life force to come present for healing. Resentment, resistance, expectations, and blame prevent healing. The most rapid road to recovery is to accept the truth of what is and to support yourself in whatever way is needed. Very good. Lokahi, unity, balance, harmony. And it's number 7, more awakening. See, you had 2 chunks here that said psychic downloads, and you have 2 cards. One that said that you healed rapidly, which is what this is, you know, looking back and admiring your ex. Lokahi, unity, balance, and harmony. My intention is to create harmony within and in all of my endeavors by letting go of judgment and by allowing and embracing diversity. Harmony occurs when diverse forces flow together, allowing the unified whole to come into balance. By accepting and allowing the diversity within your own being and in the world around you, resistance and judgment fall away and harmony occurs. Wow, yeah. You're still going to be loving, kind, compassionate, and caring, but more so than ever before. You know what your trigger is. You've tamed it. Now you come to a place of balance, and you're ready to love again. But not right now. Don't jump into the fire yet. You still have some work to do. Getting your business together. Okay? All right. So I'm signing out. I'll see you guys later. Love you. Bye.